Good evening, Mr. Hoy. Can you hear me? Right. Everyone, please say it 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good evening to everyone. And before we begin, I would like to do the same wish. May this session also bring you at least a little inner peace and little inner happiness. With that wish, we are going to begin. And today is very important. Today is a very important day for the 2025 meditation sessions, right? So today we are going to start the meditation practice of Vipassana. Today we are going to clean the well as much as possible. I know for sure within 6 months you won't be able to clean the well completely, but at least let's do our best and let's clean as much as possible. So, um, uh, so, uh, so your practice, even amid so many other things, while so so facing so many other things in your life, so taking time and coming and practicing and daily practice. So 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 I am so appreciative about that very thing too. So I really understand that you cannot practice just like a monk or a nun, but still, so let's go with our own pace, right? Let's go with our own speed. So little by little, let's keep on practicing. Hope you remember the simile that I told you about the ant and the eagle. Can you remember? Is it in? Oh, I already told you several times. So eagle can fly fast, and it can reach faraway areas within a very short period of time. But if it doesn't fly, then what will happen? It won't pass even a single step. The ant, right? So it is tiny but diligent. So if it continuously walked, right? So without stopping, then it can pass sometimes so long distances, right? Long distances, so more than the eagle which is lazy and staying at the same place, right? So we had so a layperson should be just like a ant, right? So we have to keep practicing according to our own speed. There are so many other things to deal with, but still we have to make time and keep practicing. Because in this whole turbulent world, this is the only thing which brings you the real peace and real happiness, right? So please work very ardently, right? Then hope you'll do so. Um, Even though we begin Vipassana practice, I kindly request you to maintain the breathing meditation at home. And also the students who are newly joined, they are also kindly practice, requested to practice breathing meditation. Right? First step, right? So they will be requested to practice join Vipassana after 1 month or 1.5 months. Because when you practice Vipassana, you need to have advanced sensitivity than the sensitivity that we do have, and the patience. Then at the same time, concentration. So all focus. So all those things should be developed when we practice Vipassana. That's why we take some time to develop these qualities within, so that we can prepare ourselves to practice Vipassana. Right? So let's work diligently and hard. Right? And new students, they should not be disappointed. Oh, why we cannot practice Vipassana? Uh, so we have to understand this is not a competition. If you compete, you are actually competing with yourself. Right? Yeah. So you are competing with your own negativities. You are trying to come out of them. Right? So ardently, let's keep on practicing diligently. First, for your own benefit, and then for the benefit of others. Right? Yeah. Then new meditators, they are kindly requested to practice breathing meditation. For another 5-6 weeks, and then after that, so they are kindly requested to practice turn to Vipassana meditation. First step. But the other all students, they will start practicing Vipassana meditation today. Okay. So during the Vipassana meditation, what we do is so uh, so we pay our entire attention to the sensations of our body. There are also later on I'll teach you. There are 4 kinds of Vipassana practices, right? So Kaya Anupassana, so focusing on the nature of body, you practice Vipassana meditation. Kaya Anupassana, reflection on the body. That's one way of practicing Vipassana. Then Vedananupassana. So observing the sensations, reflection on sensations, right? Developing mindfulness and awareness on the sensations, right, of the body, sensations. So we practice Vipassana meditation. So that's what we practice here. And then the third one is so Chittanupassana. So observing the nature of the mind, whatever the thoughts that arise. So we observe they are rising and passing away. We do it here to a certain level, but it is not the main practice that we do. Right? So Chittanupassana. So observe by reflecting on the thought process, we practice Vipassana meditation. Then Dhammanupassana, observing the natures, right, of the things. So impermanence, right, suffering, no soulness, like that. So observing those natures, reflecting on those natures, we practice Vipassana meditation. So that's the fourth method. It is called as Dhammanupassana. We practice all the other 3 things too when we practice. Vedananupassana, reflection on sensations. So this method, but the main way that we practice is we give priority to Vedana, the sensations of the body. We observe they are arising and passing away on our body. So throughout our body, from top to bottom, bottom to top, we have sensations. That's how you feel yourself, right? If you have life inside this body, then so throughout your body there are sensations. So, but we only notice so certain kind of sensations. So, if we say hardness, we know what that is. If we say softness, we know what that is. If we say heat, right? If we say coldness, so we know what that is. So if we say itching sensation, we know what that is, right? Then when we say pulsing sensation, we know that, but not that much, but still we know that it is there, right? Then we have various kinds of other sensations on this body, so so that we experience each and every moment. Only a few sensations that we can understand or recognize by name. Most of the sensations that we have on our body, they don't have names. So what we have to do is, whenever we recognize them, so we have to let them be as they are, right? So sometimes, so certain people who are curious about so beings, so animals, they go in search of yetis, right? You know yeti? Have you heard of yeti? Yeah, snowman. I don't know how many people might have met yetis, but you will meet so many yetis when you practice vipassana meditation. Let them be so. Recognize so those yetis, but you don't have to write articles about all these yetis that you meet during your vipassana meditation. Let them stay, because you are going to see more and more and more. So somehow let those sensations arise and pass away. If you don't know how to so refer them by words, let them be so. Just understand, right now I experience some kind of a sensation. That's it. Right? And let it pass. Your job is just to observe it with the complete understanding of impermanence. Impermanence. Right? So please do like that. So it is not necessary to name all the sensations that you feel, that we feel, right? Just understanding those sensations and then observing them with the complete understanding of impermanence, that's enough, right? So please do like that when you practice vipassana meditation. And don't try to intentionally find yetis and so go into details, right? Just keep on observing all those sensations as they actually are. And at the same time, don't imagine sensations, right? Don't imagine sensation. You cannot experience the same sensation twice. So, for an example, so if you, let's say, we start we start observation from the top of our head. So within that area, so if you feel, so let's say we felt hardness earlier. When you're observing earlier, you felt hardness on the top of your head. When you go and observe that very area for the second time, don't think that you will feel the same sensation again. That sensation might have gone already. There, another sensation might be dominant here. So you won't be able to recognize if you go with imaginations. So directly give importance to the experiential wisdom. Right? So experience it as it is. Right? So experience it as it is, observe it as it is, and don't imagine. Right? Don't imagine. So then whatever, so always give priority to the current sensations which are real, which are true, which are existing at this very moment, right now, right now. Okay? So that's how you have to practice when you practice Vipassana meditation. So since today we cannot cover this whole body, we will only observe the head area, right? So first we will observe the top of the area, which is the top of your head. That's where we will begin. So and at the same time, so from outside when you see your head, so that's totally different from the experience of head. So don't try to see the head so that you see by your eyes when you are practicing vipassana meditation. That head and the experiential head, so those two are different, right? So so therefore, just please give importance to the experience, not to the outside shapes that we saw in the past, right? Right? So let go of all kinds of pictures that you have about your head, right? So go with the sensations, right? So then go with the head, which is created by the sensations, right? Okay. So part by part, pitch by pitch, we are going to observe. So we will begin with this particular area. The area, so if it is of an infant, so that is an area which has gone inside. So the parents had to struggle a lot to flatten this area, right? So so we start with this area. And then I know the parents, they apply oil and balms. And so I'm not a parent, but I know. So they do like that, right? So that is the area. That's where we will begin. And then now after that, please observe the sensations on the front portion of your head. The front portion of your head, right? This area. So within this area, whatever the sensations that you experience, please observe them as it is, right? And then after that, we'll move so our attention from the front portion to the area where your right ear is. Right. After the right ear, we will observe the sensations on your back head area, right? Back portion of your head. And then please move your attention to the left ear area and observe the sensations on your left ear, right? So once again, when you are done with your left ear, come back to the very same place, so to the top of your head, and then start observing the sensations and keep on moving your observation part by part, pitch by pitch, like that, right? So is it clear? Did you understand? Okay. So I know all students, they understand, but if the new students do have any question, please ask, okay? Right. Then whenever you observe a sensation, whenever you recognize a sensation, observe a sensation in any of these particular area, at the beginning, don't try to feel sensations all over this area. One particular dominant sensation is enough. Make sure that it's true, it's real, it's something that exists right now, at this moment. And then observe it and let yourself know. This sensation is impermanent, changing. Right? Impermanent, changing. And then let that portion go and move to the next portion, next part, right? And then observe any sensation within that particular area too. And then understand, remind yourself, this sensation is also impermanent, change. Then move to the next portion, and then move to the next portion. And whenever you are done, once again, please start with the same place from the top of your head. So please be diligent and continuous and don't let your mind roam. Right? So don't let your mind roam. Work very ardently, very ardently. So this is a precious time. These 6 months are very precious months. You are going to develop a lot of wisdom, which are experiential. And at the same time, you are going to get rid of a lot of negativities that you do have. Right? Both ways, it is very important. Life changing. So work very ardently. So come every day, please keep on working at home. And at the same time, please come on every Friday sessions as much as possible. Right? So keep working ardently for your own benefit, for your own peace and happiness. Right? And so please practice like that. And then then so we are going to start Vipassana meditation. The old students, new students, they are kindly requested to observe, they are kindly requested to practice the first step of breathing meditation. This is how you do it. When the breath is coming in, please be fully aware. So when it is coming in, so don't go with the breath all the way in. Please stop your observation at the end of your nostrils. And when it goes in, let it go in. Wait patiently until it comes back. When it comes back, it will touch the very same area, the end of your nostrils, before it leaves. At that time too, when the breath is going out, please be fully aware. Please be fully aware that right now, my breath, it is going out. When it is coming in, please be fully aware. When it is going out, please be fully aware. If it is gross, if it is soft, if it is long, if it is short, let it be so. Just keep on being aware. So that's what the new students are kindly requested to practice. First step of breathing meditation. But the old students, they are kindly requested to practice Vipassana meditation, step 1. Okay. Now everyone, please get ready. Please, so keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. And then please keep your right palm on your left palm. Now please close your eyes. And now please let your whole body and mind to relax. Whole body and mind to relax. As we do every day, I will pay our sincere gratitude and respect to the Buddha. And after that, we will begin today's meditation together. Everyone, so please be very calm and so focus on the chanting first to show our gratitude and respect to the Buddha. And after that, we'll start today's meditation. Please get ready. Get ready. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vinyācarana sampanno sugato lokamido anuttaro punisa dhamma sarati satta deva manusanam buddho bhagavati swakato bhagavata dhammo Sanditiko akaliko. Ehi pasiko opanaiko. Pacatang viditammo vinyuhiti. Sopanipangno bhagavato savaka sangho. Ujupanimangno bhagavato savaka sangho. Nyaya padipangno bhagavato savaka sangho. Sami cipanipangno bhagavato savaka sangho. Yadidang chattari purisa yugani atte purisa puggala esa bhagavato savaka sangho ahuniyo pahuniyo nakiniyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punya khetang lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a very balanced, equanimous, patient mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. All the students, including the Vipassana meditators all students who are going to practice Vipassana meditation, please pay your entire attention to the breath and practice breathing meditation for 5 minutes. After that, so I will gradually instruct Vipassana meditators to practice the first step of Vipassana. But the new students, they are kindly requested to continue their breathing meditation, step 1, as usual. So Vipassana meditation, instructions are only for the old students for now. But after 1.5 months, you also can practice Vipassana meditation. Now everyone, please start to focus on your breath. So please start breathing meditation. May your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Yato yato sammasati Khangnanang Uttayammayang Labhati Piti Pamuccang Amitang Tang Vijanatang. Dear all students, now please divert your attention from breathing meditation to vipassana meditation. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with a very balanced, equanimous mind, please pay your entire attention. Please pay your entire attention to the area. So where the top of your head is. Please pay your entire attention to that area where the top of your head is. To the top of the head. And for a moment, please try to feel that particular area. Please try to experience and focus on that particular area, the top of your head. Within this area, you might experience any kind of sensation. So let it be hardness, let it be softness, let it be heat, let it be coldness, let it be itching sensation, pulsing sensation, twinkling sensation, or any sensation. Let it be even a sensation that you cannot describe by words. Just let that sensation be so. Focus and remind yourself. This sensation is also impermanent, changing, constantly changing. This sensation is impermanent, changing. Please pay your attention to the top of your head. Top of your head. New students, please keep practicing breathing meditation as usual. Now, please move your attention from the top of your head area to the front portion of your head, the portion which ends from your forehead, so which ends at the boundaries of your forehead, and at the same time, so which runs up to the top of your head area. So please pay your entire attention to the front portion of your head. In this particular area, if you feel any sensation, itching, pain, coldness, heat, hardness, numbness, or any sensation, pulsing, blood circulating, or any sensation, sweating, let it be any sensation, just recognize and make sure that you are experiencing a sensation which is existing right now, and then remind yourself this sensation is also impermanent, impermanent, changing, constantly changing. So please observe the sensations on the front portion of your head, front portion of your head. Now, calmly, please move your attention from the front portion of your head towards your right ear area. Whatever the sensations that you experience on your right ear, please be aware. Be aware about those sensations. Again, let it be heat, let it be coldness, let it be itching sensation, pulsing sensation, blood circulating sensation, or even the touch of the air. All those are sensations. Hardness, numbness. Observe and recognize whatever the sensations that you can experience within this, so right ear area. And then remind yourself, this sensation is also impermanent, impermanent, changing, changing. Now, Vipassana meditators, please move your attention from the right ear area towards the back portion of your head. Within this area too, whatever the sensations that you experience, observe and recognize, and then remind. Remind yourself this sensation is also impermanent, changing. Let it be heat, coldness, numbness, hardness, softness, itching sensation, crinkling sensation, or blood circulating, pulsing, or any other sensation. Let it be so. Your job is just to observe and to remind. Remind yourself. The sensation is also impermanent, changing. Now, very calmly, please move your entire attention from the back portion of your head towards the left ear area. Within this area too, if you experience any sensation, observe that particular sensation as it is. Let it be heat, let it be coldness, so let it be softness or hardness or numbness or itching sensation, pulsing sensation, blood circulating, pinching, or any sensation. Let it be a sensation that you know by name. Let it be a sensation that you don't know by name. Just observe. Observe and then start reflecting. Then start understanding and start observing with the understanding of impermanence, anicca, anicca. This is also impermanent. This sensation is also impermanent. It's changing, continuously changing. Keep on observing the sensations that arise on your left ear area. Left ear area. If you're done, Vipassana meditators, please once again move your attention to the top of your head and start observing the sensations that arise on the top of your head. And once again, let your attention to move accordingly. First, once again, first towards the top of your head, then towards the front portion of your head, then towards the right ear area, then back portion of your head, then left ear area. Like that, please keep on observing the sensations as they actually are. And understand all the sensations that we experience, they have the same characteristic. They're impermanent, changing, continuously changing. Keep on observing the sensations. Now, everyone, if your legs are paining, you can change your posture. We are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. In brief. Please get ready. But please keep your eyes closed, even though your legs need to relax. Keep your eyes closed. First, please spread your sincere loving kindness towards yourself. Towards yourself. Please think, may I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. May my dear mother, may my dear father, may my dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards them. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards the neutral people, the people who are not your friends, as well as the enemies. May all the neutral people be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all the neutral people. Neutral people. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards the enemies. Please think, may my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards the enemies. The enemies. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Not only human beings, all kinds of animals, reptiles, creatures with 2 legs, 4 legs, multiple legs, and no legs. Visible, invisible, all beings. Let's think about all those beings and share a loving kindness. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. All the beings in the world. Bhavavattu Sambe Mangalam Rakantu Sampati Vatam Samme Buddhanubhavi Samme Dhammanubhavi Samme Sanghanubhavi Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now everyone, please calmly open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom, bottom to top. Now please join your palms together and say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, so dear meditators, so if any of you want to drink water or go to the bathroom, so you have 2 minutes. So after that, after those 2 minutes, we are going to start. So today's description, and we are going to learn a little bit further about Vipassana meditation today, right? So you can take your break if you want. Those who don't want, please stay. Everyone, please say 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear meditators, hope all of you could feel the sensations so well. So it's not easy. So we need. So sometimes you might experience blank areas, right? When you are practicing, sometimes you might encounter blank areas, right? So since we just began it after so many months, right? So we stopped practicing it on at the end of October of the last year. So then so you even the experienced meditators sometimes might have encountered blank areas. Blank areas means the areas where you don't feel any sensation. Whenever you encounter a blank area, you should not feel frustrated. So, and at the same time, you should not think that we don't have sensations within that area. So, as I mentioned earlier too, until the last moment of our life, so throughout our body, we are bound to have sensations, right? So even in that particular area, there may be sensations, might have been sensations, but your sensitivity, right? Your concentration, your focus, your patience has not developed enough to recognize those subtler sensations. That's why you couldn't feel those sensations at that time. Then what you should do when you don't feel sensations in a particular area? So can you remember? Very nice. Yes, very nice. So very nice, Miss Jane. So we have to wait there for about 20 seconds to 30 seconds. And but at that very same time, at the very same time, so you should not crave for sensations. So we are here to change the habitual pattern of the mind. What is the habitual pattern of the mind? So we were used to crave for very good experiences, and we were always pushing away the experiences which were not comfortable. Now you have started the process to develop the balance of your mind, right? Now you have become just like a circus man, right? So the circus man, circus player. So what they do is when they go on the so using a tiny pole, so he or she shows so marvel the other people by walking on that small stick, right? So you are trying to make your mind the same. You're trying to make your mind balanced, right? Then then you have to fight. It doesn't happen automatically. You have to fight with your regular pattern of reacting. Earlier, how did you react? If something was comfortable, you always reacted with greed. You said, I want this, I want this, I want this again. And at the same time, if there was any experience, any sensation, right, which was not comfortable, you always pushed it away, saying, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. This breaks. So this way of blind reaction, so it is completely against the practice of balance of mind. It doesn't help you to develop the balance of mind. Now, so through this vipassana practice, you have begun to the process to balance your mind, right? To make the mind balanced. It doesn't either fall into this side or that side. So you let your mind to stay balanced, right? It's not easy, right? Because it is not something which, uh, so, uh, so which is not something which you have used to, right? So this is not something that you have used to. So it needs gradual practice, right? Most of the times, so you will react the same at the beginning. You will react the same, right? You will try to, so when you're observing your sensations too, so you will try to, so abstract, right? Take something, any kind of sensation out from these particular areas. That's how the mind is. You want it. No. So what you have to do is you have to let your mind know, I don't want a sensation. At the same time, so neither I want a sensation or not want a sensation. I will observe. If it arises, that's also fine. If I observe one, that's also fine. If I don't observe one, that's also fine. Let me see. Let me see. So calmly, let me observe calmly, quietly, and patiently. Right? Then, when you observe like that, when you so come out of that habitual pattern at least a bit, then the mind begins to develop. It starts its process to advance, right? So it stops its way of blind reaction, right? Throughout our life, we were blindly reacting, right? It stops this blind process, and then it begins to create the balance, develop the balance. What you need to do is, so you have to support by observing so things as they actually are, the sensations as they actually are, without expecting any particular sensation at any area. So let them naturally arise. You can feel, observe them, and remind the sensation is also impermanent, changing. Right? Then the more your sensitivity develops, the more your concentration develops, right? The more your patience develops, then the more your equanimity develops, then you will start feeling sensations so all around the body, part by part, pitch by pitch. Then you will be able to observe sensations throughout the body later on. And then, uh, so what will happen is you will be able to penetrate this. So penetrate this. So general, general physical sensation, and then later on, you will you will be able to read the feel of wavelets. So that runs through your body from top to bottom and bottom. At that time, you will see how your whole body so rise and pass away rapidly as wavelets from top to bottom, bottom to top. Right. So this is just the beginning. So uh, so work ardently, so little by little, but continuously. Right. So giving you everything, and at the same time, so we have to understand how this vipassana meditation works, right? So according to Buddha, vipassana meditation is called as Pubba Patipada. Pubba Patipada means the early um, the early practice, right? The main practice. And at the same time, so Buddha called it Dhamma, so the way to develop Dhammatiti Jnana, the wisdom to establish Dhamma within, right? So, so whatever Dharma that we theoretically knew, so this is the wisdom, right? So this is the path which helps us to develop the wisdom of Dharma within, right? So that's why it's called as Dhammatiti Jnana. So how this happens? So when we observe the sensations, so first we just apply our general understanding with those sensations. For an example, we understand that everything is impermanent, right? So we observe those sensations with that general understanding. That's where we begin. So this level is called as jnata parinya, right? Jnata parinya. That means you observe those sensations. So with the knowledge that you already do have, and then at that time, so you gain the ability. So to confirm, right? To get confirmed, yes. So there is such kind of nature inside me, right? Then so impermanence. Anymore, it doesn't become some kind of an understanding that you read or that you learn by reading or hearsay, right? Then then gradually, so gradually what happens is your negativities, so that we have, so because of the sense of permanent a permanent self. So because since we think that there is an eternal I, so we have created various kinds of negativities. So I am going to describe them later on. Give me another one. So 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, I'm going to describe them. So uh, then, so there are so many negativities that we have developed because of this misunderstanding. And when we reconfirm, right? When we get reconfirmed, so when we get when we get reconfirmation of our previous knowledge through your own experience, then what happens is, so our negativities, they start to move away, go away, because the mind understand. So our experience begins to tell us, so teach us the reality of things as they actually are. Then, so those negativities cannot stay, right? For an example, you realize, so earlier you developed jealousy towards someone, anger towards someone. But whenever you understand that this person is continuously changing, and the person who did some kind of wrong action in the past, you can't experience that person, so you can't encounter the same person twice, then you realize that no use of developing anger or jealousy towards this person. It is just like I already taught you. So it is just like that child who tried to catch the fire. Whenever he caught the fire, so and when he got his hand burned, nobody needed him to instruct him to let it go. He never did it, never craved anymore to catch the fire again. So this is the same. Then pahana parinya. So that also happens, right? So those negativities, they start to go away because of your experiential wisdom, right? Experiential wisdom. And then finally, So later on, when your practice becomes very deep, you develop so deeper understandings. They are called as so tirana parinya. You come to a level where you really so completely understand, come to a complete, concrete, and unshakable understanding. So the understanding about things. For an example, impermanence. About impermanence, you gain an understanding which is unshakable, right? Which is so not changing, unmovable. Right? So that is the level called tirana parinya. So this happens when you reach so the deeper levels of concentration, deeper levels of, enlightenment, right? So so that's where vipassana meditation is heading. And at the same time, so at the same time, it helps us. Vipassana meditation teaches us the reality of so our five aggregates. I taught you. I taught you earlier too. The human, so any being has five aggregates. What are the five aggregates? The form, and then after that, sensations, very nice, then perceptions, mental formations, consciousness. Good job, Christine. Right, these are the five things. So when you practice vipassana meditation, so experientially you see how these five things exist. So not on the book anymore. You see them. Experientially you see how they exist separately, and at the same time how they arise and pass away. The more so your equanimity, your balance of mind develops, the more your patience develops, right? The more focus, your focus develops, then you gain the ability to analyze and see, right, the things well. Let's say it is just like this. There is a bag. Inside this bag, there are various kinds of fruits, right? Then what happens is, there is someone who opens this bag, and this person knows the names of the fruits too. Taking various fruits out, while taking various kinds of fruits out, this person says, these are apples, and these are cherries, these are strawberries, these are pineapples, right? These are avocados. So like that, that person says, that person gains the ability to recognize different fruits in their name, with their names. This is the same. So the more your balance of mind develops, the more your patience develops, right? The more your focus develops, the more your sensitivity develops, then that vipassana meditator gains the ability to recognize. So segregate these five aggregates. This experience belongs to form, right? Physical body. This is a sensation. This is a perception. This is a mental formation. This belongs to consciousness. So you gain the ability to see them with as they actually are. And then you see them rising and passing up. Right? The more you see them, you come to the real world. You connect with the reality. You accept the truth. Right? And so you change your foolish way of blind reaction, blindly reacting. Instead, your whole inside begins to change. Everything gets re-engineered in a positive way. Right? At the beginning, so you will see changes. You will see earlier if you got angry for certain things, now you don't get angry for those things. Even though you get angry for certain things, so to get angry, it takes time, right? But the level of the anger has changed, right? So this happens with concentration meditation too, but in a different, right? But here, so here, so it happens in a totally different manner, because here, so uh, getting angry is changed because of the understanding that you develop, right? It has changed. Understanding has changed. So, right, then you realize that, and then so you start to so recognize the impact of four elements on the body, right? Impact of four elements of the body. What are the four elements? Solid, liquid, heat, and gas, right? So those are the four elements that this body is made of. So there you begin to see their impact clearly, and so you see how they arise and pass. So when you so develop like this, right? When you develop like this in vipassana meditation, then gradually you gain the ability to maintain the complete balance of the mind, right? So when things arise in your life, right? Let it be a so so there are 8 vicissitudes in life. What are the 8 vicissitudes? So can you remember? Number one, gain and loss.
Praise and blame.
Praise and blame. That's so 5 and 6. So you get prosperity and you face disgrace, right? Praise and so blame, and finally comfort and discomfort. At all those times, you gain the ability to maintain the balance of your mind. You won't break down, right? You won't shake. Instead, you will be able to stay stable. So you will be able to stay somewhat unmoved at such kind of situations, right? So let me teach you one so ancient story and the Indian story. So sometimes, I mean, all students know this story, but somehow for everyone's so benefit, I will teach this story, and then well, let's finish today's session. And then once in India, rural India, there was a village. In this village, there was a village headman. This village headman had 2 sons. So when this village headman so was when he was about to expire, so he divided all his assets between these 2 sons. So the first son, the eldest son, he was a greedy person. So he wanted to check whether there is anything missing. So he went inside the house where their father lived, and he started checking each nook and corner to find something valuable that father missed to share with them. And finally, he was successful. He found one, a box. So a box. He took that box out, and at the very same time, his younger brother also came to that very place. Then, so then both the brothers together, they opened this box. Inside this box, there were 2 rings. One was a diamond ring, and one was a silver ring. Very nice. And then the so eldest son, he developed greed towards the diamond ring. He said, "Younger brother, I think this diamond ring is a traditional one." So Maybe my father got it from his father, our grandpa, and maybe my grandpa got it from his father. So I am the eldest of the family. So I need this diamond ring. You keep this silver ring. I will keep this diamond ring. Then what happened? So both the brothers started wearing these two rings. So the elder brother, when he was wearing the silver ring, diamond ring, he always started gazing at it. He kept on telling himself, oh, this is my diamond ring, my beautiful diamond ring, right? Very precious, valuable, nice diamond ring. This is mine. The more he was thinking like that, he developed greed. And the more he became, he started reacting to everything. With greed. Then, so there were good times. When he had a very good harvest, he was overjoyed. And he danced and partied and spent all his money. So almost all his money on parties. Whenever winter came, he didn't have enough harvest to sell. So he was so sad. He spent time lamenting, crying, and with remorsefulness and disappointment. This kept on going for several years. Because of the mental imbalance, finally, he developed so many sicknesses within. High blood pressure, and then diabetics, and then various kinds of other sicknesses. And finally, he became paralyzed and laid on the bed. Still, he kept on. So time to time, he was gazing at the diamond ring, saying, "Oh, beautiful diamond ring, my diamond ring." Right. So finally, very soon, he passed it. The younger brother went home. He remembered, even though there was a diamond ring, his father only wore the silver ring. He thought, what is the significance? So he remembered that throughout the life of his father, his father was a very happy person. He wanted to know how this happened. Then he's also started. So when he was checking that silver ring, he saw a small quote which is carved inside with very small Hindi letters. It said, "Ye to badal jata hai. This will also change." Right? Now he knew. He also started wearing this silver ring. And then good times came. So during the summer, he got a lot of harvest. Selling them, he got a lot of money. He was overjoyed. So he was so joyful. And at the same time, he looked at his silver ring and reminded himself, oh, this will also change. Winter will come. During that time, I won't have enough money to spend. Right? I will have to face hardships. So yes, I have to be joyful, but at the same time, I have to prepare. So he saved someone. With the rest of the money, he lived comfortably and happily. And then after that, winter time also came. He didn't have enough money with him, right? He didn't have enough harvest with him. And so he had to face difficult times, right? But the money that he saved, it helped him. So at that time too, he felt sad, but he consoled himself and maintained his peace of mind by looking at that silver ring. He knew this will also change. and the summer will come. Let me stay peaceful. So we also should wear a silver ring, not outside. You can wear any ring outside, but you must have this silver ring inside your heart. Whenever good times and bad times come, with the understanding of impermanence, with the understanding that you gain by practicing vipassana meditation, you have to remind yourself, all these times, they won't ever last. Let me see how long this will last. This will also pass away. Let me face this situation with the peace of mind, balance of mind. So this will also finally pass, right? Then whatever things happen in your life, you will be able to face them with calmness, with peace, right? With happiness. So you will have a happiness which lasts with you. So whatever happens, whatever it happens outside, right? So please practice very ardent. So try to develop this ability with it, right? So try to develop the balance of mind, equanimity with it, right? So then, with that message, I would like to finish today's teaching. Now, everyone, please think. Together, all of us gathered here and practice this noble non-sectarian pure meditation technique and accumulated a lot of positive energy. By the power of all this positive energy, may all our troubles be. May all the good things happen in our lives. May we able, by practicing these noble non-sectarian meditation techniques, may we be able to come out of all our negativities. May all of us be able to develop our positivities and practicing this noble path. May all of us attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, nibbana, nibbana. Please join your palms and concentrate. Please concentrate. Abhivadana senise nichang vada pachaino chattaro dhamma vadanti ayuvagno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevate ato nibbana sampatti iminati samijjato. May all of you be well. May all of you be happy. May all of you be very, very peaceful. Good night to everyone, and see you again in the next week. Until then, please take rest. Sukhi hotu. Sukhi hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Mr. Watt, can you make everyone?
Everyone is unmuted, Bante.
Oh, right. Thank you so much, Mr. Huad.
Good night.
I'm glad I made it. So
Good
nice.
night. Good night, Mrs. Rita. Good night, Mr. Huad. Right. Good night, Mrs. Shahnaz and Mr. Abil.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. And good night, Mrs. Vijayamala.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. Neha Didi, good night. Right. Mr. Anil.
Good night, Bante. Thank you so
good
much.
Night.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. And Miss Ram Bhaiya, good night.
Good night, Bante. Thank
Good
you
night.
very much.
May all the good happen.